America, it's time for your favorite podcast, 10 minutes or less. Travel Secrets with TV's Dave Galvan. I'm TV's Dave Galvan, and I am here to tell you about my wife and I's recent trip to Las Vegas. Okay, here we go, 10 minutes or less. So, a couple of things you need to know. We frequent Las Vegas 1 week out of every month, about 9 months a year. We usually don't go in the summertime. Why? Because it's flipping hot. I mean, it's Tarzan hot. You can put a little chicken in your shorts, do some crotch pot cooking. It's so hot. With that said, we went in July. Why did we go in July? Because we actually had free rooms that were going to expire. They are for the summertime. Everyone's talking about how Vegas is slowly dying. And I think that's overstating it a bit. It's not dying. It's just in a reset period. But I'll get to that in a little bit. But Las Vegas always slims down a bit in the summertime because who wants to go where it's 102 degrees at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? I mean, seriously, it gets hot. I know a guy who is a chauffeur out there, and he tells me, he owns the limo company, he has a party bus. He tells me in the summer months, he won't do the party bus during the day because the air conditioning can't keep up with when it's 103 degrees outside, and you've got a party bus with 10 people in it and all those bodies and everything. And I don't blame him. I wouldn't either. At night he'll do it, but not during the day. So it's just so hot. Oh, it's bloody horrible. So as you know, DaveTheTourGuide.com, you can see the address below. I do tours of Las Vegas, and we have a lot of fun. So my wife and I decided, let's just make this trip just about us, and let's get ourselves a little relaxing refresher. So where did we go? We got 3 free nights at the Plaza at the Fremont Street Experience downtown. We are very well versed in the Plaza. We are very well versed on Fremont Street. Unlike the Las Vegas Strip, Fremont Street will actually cater to people who don't want to get robbed blind. The rooms are affordable, and if you select the right promotion or stay at the right hotel, Binion's or the Four Queens, you don't have to pay a resort fee. That's pretty cool. So we like Fremont Street. And let's also mention that Fremont Street's a bit more blue collar. It's a lot more working class. When you go to Fontainebleau or the Bellagio, you're going to get just nickel and dimed every chance you get. And these are the people with a little some more Fraser Crane. Oh. So this is why I like the Fremont Street experience. So we went to the Plaza. We enjoyed ourselves. We had no luck in the casino. We did do okay on bingo, but I learned you want to go play bingo, the less people that are playing bingo. Does that make sense? The less people who are playing bingo is when you want to play bingo. It actually helps increase your odds. The jackpots aren't as much, but you could actually walk away with a small profit. We played 2 sessions of bingo at the Plaza, did very well the first session. Twice as many people the second session, didn't do squat, lost our shirts. It was depressing. But it was a lot of fun because, like, the computer does everything for you. And when you have the, their player's card, you get bingo promotions, extra cards for less money, etc., etc. So that was 3 nights. And the cool thing about the Plaza is you're within walking distance of everything. You got food, you got shopping, you're in walking distance of everything. It's a lot of fun. I wish I could say the same thing about the Strat. You see, we got 2 free nights at the Strat. However, we had to pay resort fees, we had to pay the taxes on the room. Unlike the Plaza, which was just, here, complimentary, spend all the money you want. So the hotel was horrible. All right, let's start with the good stuff. I had fun in the casino. The casino at the Strat was actually doing pretty good. There were a couple of games that were not paying me, tons of money, but they were letting me play. They were letting me have some fun. I mean, when I'm playing on a roulette machine, I'm gambling about $6.50 per spin. The spin is whenever I push the button. Push the button, the little thing goes around. 15 seconds later, you either won money or you lost money. Okay, repeat bet, boom, boom, boom. So you can do that, let's just say 4 times a minute. So 650 times 4 times a minute is 6.5, carry the 7, is $26 a minute. It says so right here. So I'm doing $26 per minute on the roulette machine. But it's given me enough that it's letting me play. I actually put it on repeat bet and spin and do its own thing. I sat there and played Candy Crush. It was kind of fun. I ended up breaking even. No joke. Did okay. Played another couple of games, broke even. Played another game, won $400. Next thing you know, at least you got money to eat. So the casino was a lot of fun. So the casino I enjoyed. I took my wife to a special dinner. There's this place called Top of the World. Here's where things get jacked. Typically, there's an escalator from the lobby that takes you up to where you have your reservation and you say, my name is Dave and I have a reservation for 2 at such and such o'clock. They go, okay, go to those elevators over there. So they're like the gatekeepers. I paid $25 per person just to have a good table at the Top of the World. Here's the problem. The up escalator was broken. You had to go to an elevator. Okay, an elevator. I can deal with that. Except everybody kept telling me to go to a different elevator. I'm not kidding you. Turns out the elevator I had to go to was in what was called the North Tower. I was staying in the North Tower. I should be able to get into my room, go to push 3, go down, and then go to the Top of the World. But no, because they're just the worst planning I've ever seen in my life, I have to go from where I was standing on the 21st floor all the way down to the lobby, switch elevators, the elevator that was right next to us, you see, and then take that to the 3rd floor. Then, because the escalators wasn't working, we had to walk through a construction zone to get to the Top of the World. So I got to the Top of the World. Yay! I initially went there because I couldn't remember what time I made my reservation for. I knew it was a specific day, but couldn't recall what time I had to be there. Find out it's 7 o'clock. Cool. Then I go back to the elevator.
You can't use the elevator.
Why not?
Gotta use the escalator down.
Does the elevator go up?
Yeah.
Does it go down?
Yeah.
But I can't use it.
That's right.
So then I had to walk clear across, bitching and moaning the whole time, to use the escalator all the way down. Even though the elevator's right there. Horrible planning. So, that evening, my wife and I went to the Top of the World, and the view is amazing. It's one of those things for me where, do it if you can. Don't order a lot of food, because you're spending $20 on a lobster mac and cheese. Actually, I think it was closer to $30. I dropped, for the 2 of us, $300 for a dinner for 2 with tip, $300. And guess what? The food was mediocre. And we're not even talking about the room. The room, the safe didn't work. The air conditioner did not work. It worked okay, but we walk in and the air conditioner is like it hadn't been on for days. It was like 85 degrees in the room. So we turned the air conditioning on. It took about 24 hours for it to really cool the room down. It didn't pump out anywhere near as much cool air as the Plaza. Nowhere near. Oh, at one point, Jashawn got stuck in an elevator. That happened. So the Strat is not a place that I will recommend you ever stay. It used to be back in Vegas, if you had a problem, you'd complain and that person would fix the problem and make it right. Nowadays, they wanted Jashawn to write her complaints on a piece of paper so that they could give it to their manager. It was really just not that great of an experience. Stay away from the Strat. And that was our 10 minutes or less rundown of Las Vegas. Here soon, we're going to be, Jashawn and I will be amongst the first guests on the Star of the Seas, the new Royal Caribbean cruise ship. So you want to make sure you like and follow us because we are going to be reviewing that. Also, follow us on the Tickety Talk. If you wish to follow us on the Tickety Talk so you can see everything we're experiencing at Star of the Seas, it's at Dave the Tour Guide. At Dave the Tour Guide. Follow me on TikTok. You'll see everything. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next week.